to England. I've landed back in the UK. It's not that much cooler, to be honest. The day I arrived back, it was 32 degrees, so I'm still too hot. I'm actually down in London today. I am just off the 4 Seasons, so I thought I'd take you along with me. And I have an event tomorrow, and I'm going to be house hunting as well, so I thought you can just come along. But yeah, the London property market at the moment is crazy. So just to put it into perspective, the flat that I had, the last one, is probably like £1,000 more than it was. And if I wanted to pay the same price, I'd probably get a small 1-bed. That is how bad the property market has gone. So I don't know whether to keep traveling and just hope that it goes down, because honestly I just cannot justify it. I don't know whether to see if I can buy a place. I don't know. I feel like I'm just, my head is so scrambled that I don't know what to do. And I feel like when you're with a partner, if you're single, let me know if this is how you feel too. When you're with a partner, if you have an idea that's like big as like house hunting or buying a house or choosing where to live, you can, having that extra person go, yes, let's do this, or no, that's a bad idea. When you're alone or like single, those decisions are so much harder to make by yourself because you've got no one to like back you, if that makes sense. So I find that I just keep traveling because I don't know what to do. But also I'm living like 12 lives in one this year, but I do really fancy trying the States. I think part of me craves like the stability of a flat, the other part of me craves like traveling. So yeah, I'm just gonna meet Abby and we're gonna go to the 4 Seasons. I have a Karen Millen sleeveless blazer on and some shorts. You've seen it before, but I'll try and get a little outfit of the day for you in a bit. Ooh, also got a brand new little Valentino bag on the go. I'm really enjoying Valentino at the moment. It's got this little cute clasp on it and a shoulder strap. You guys know how I feel about shoulder straps. So guys, I am just at the 4 Seasons. I'm with Abby. Do you want to say hi? Welcome back to the vlog. We've come for tapas. Look how amazing this situation is. So the 4 Seasons has a gorgeous terrace at the back. I came here in winter and it was like a gorgeous little winter wonderland. It's just by Hyde Park. I don't think many people know about it, but it's one of the most cutest places to come eat. 4 Seasons, Hyde Park. Definitely need to come check it out. So we've just got Rosie. You've got a fabulous little cocktail. What's it called?
The
Rose
something.
We're in a very good place. Just thought I'd give you a little tour of this place because it's got some cute little areas, and then up here and then just down, this is where we were sat, but like just through there is Hyde Park. But I feel like it's a really cute date place, no? Guys, I am here today at the Longines Global Champion Tour. If you don't know, Longines is the most beautiful watch brand. I have one on right now, this fabulous timepiece in, would you say it's a red or a berry? Wine. It's beautiful. We'll give it a little close up here. And we have a few familiar faces. We have Aurora, which has been on my channel many times. Beautiful girlfriend. Can you say hi? Hello. And we have a fabulous day at the horse. I'm here with my cousin too, but I've lost him again. Louis is a horse person and has literally talked to every horse person here, but we are in front of this situation with a rosé. It's very good. This is my cousin Louis. You're a, I want to say, show jumper?
Yeah.
So I thought I'd bring him to Longines.
Longines.
The numbers and the course will finish on the other side.
We've had a good day, right?
Had an amazing day.
Louis is a show jumper.
Show jumper, you're learning. She's learning every day, every hour. I fucking
I think I've had too many roses.
Yeah, me also.
But yeah, it's been a good day. I've liked it. I'm gonna take a horse ride with you.
Yeah, do it.
I'm gonna be a horse rider.
Yeah.
You take me on one of your horses?
Yeah.
Okay. Can I call it Jude?
You want to call it Jude?
Yeah.
I mean, you can, yeah.
So my nickname my best friend gives me is called Moody Judy. And you work out while she calls me that?
Yeah, I have no idea.
But this is the outfit of the day. I'll do a little insert of it now. It's from a company called Hire Street, where you can hire a dress for like a day or so, which I think is perfect. Like, do you ever buy an outfit for an event and never wear it again?
Yeah, 100%.
So it saves that, like, you don't spend as much money, you don't have to like waste it and just keep it in your wardrobe forever. I think that's a really good idea, right?
100%.
It's called Hire Street. It's called a Winona dress, and I've had so many compliments on it today. So I really recommend it. I'll link this one down below. If any of you guys want to wear it for an event, you actually can. And the great thing about Hire Street is that they do all different sizes. So you know how some of these hire companies, they only have specific sizes. Hire Street actually have a dress and have it in all sizes. So I really enjoyed that. It is a new hotel, brand new. I feel like I'm the first person to stay in this room, so I feel like I have to keep it really tidy. But they have a discount on. I'm going to tell you guys this because I have really struggled with the price of hotels. Everything is so expensive at the moment in London. It is crazy. The flats, the hotels. Right, do you know, if you've been here a long time, do you remember that hotel I used to always stay in? It used to cost me like 60 quid, 50 quid a night. It was vile. But that's a hotel that I used to stay in right at the start of my YouTube video. That same hotel is now £250. Like the bare minimum. Anyway, so this one here is very reasonable compared to that price. They have a discount on at the moment, and I think you'll have to check the website on this, but I think to stay here it's 119. So that is like the cheapest by far in London at the moment. So if you want a cheeky trip before they get rid of the discount, definitely book in. It's called Tribe Canary Wharf. I'll leave it linked down below. Also I did a little room tour for you now. Thought I'd give you a room tour before I mess it up. Look how cool the view is. This is Canary Wharf. I've actually don't really head to this part of London. Look at the little boats. Oh my god, with the little tables on. Can you hire these? That is cute. This is the room. Loving the decor. And then here we've got another view. Lots of buildings. How gorgeous is that decor though? Never think to put like bright colours like that in a painting, but really, really works. Little mirror. How cool is this big TV? And then a little bathroom, because we know we love a bathroom. This is the bathroom switch. It's actually really cute. They have a gorgeous little hotel lobby situation with a restaurant. Very, very nice. It's also different to being Canary Wharf. Like, I've never usually come this way, so it's nice to be this end. Okay, little catch up, guys. Really, really don't know what I'm doing. If anyone else feels like they're blagging their way through life, I am too. Don't you worry about it, guys. We'll sort it out. We will sort it out. You just have to put one foot in front of the other. I also wanted to mention as well, because I get so many of you guys asking about it still, and so many people have COVID at the moment. It must be going around again. I went to a wedding last week and so many people, everyone was coming down with it like flies. One of the reasons I came home from Cannes early, it was really aggravated my lungs. I hadn't had bad lungs for so long, I'd forgotten what it felt like. And when I looked into it, the air pollution in the south of France is so bad. I'll give you just a example. This day where I was like, I wonder if it's the air pollution. I googled it, never done that before, and it was like poor on AccuWeather, and it said 75 or 70, and when I googled what London was, it was 15 and good or fair. So that must have been what was aggravating my lungs, and underneath it said people with like bad lungs or something, like the special group may get reaction from it. So it was definitely a sign that my lungs are not the same as they used to be. I thought I was like out the clear, but obviously there's still a definite weakness there. So I get so many questions about long COVID still. I feel like I'm the COVID how did I manage to call it COVID for so long and no one correct me? I feel like I'm the COVID ambassador. I've had it 3 times. I've had them all. There's a new strain out, I get it. However, I do think I'm very resistant to it now. I can sometimes feel when COVID's around, because I get like a, I don't know, I can just feel it. This is the crazy thing, I am so in tune with my own body. Just to a little outline this, I'm never ill, not an ill person. In school, I used to get 100% attendance too many times that it was embarrassing. So when I was struggling so bad with COVID, it was so unlike me to even admit that I was ill. I'm one of those people that like never goes to hospital unless the leg's hanging off kind of thing. Like I'm an accident prone person, but I'm never poorly. So for me to complain so much that I was ill all the time, I'm not one of those people. I like to pretend that I'm not ill when I'm ill. So there was, I found, in the end, I knew I would, but at the time, 2 years ago, when I was going through it, long COVID wasn't even a thing. And I was going through all that before it was even a thing. And I knew my body so well that I can actually say now that I literally told the doctors what the problem was. And they just sat there telling me that I was having a panic attack. So now through the research that I've had, so many tests, and I probably had more tests than the average person, was in so many studies, blah, blah, blah. Snooze fest. Honestly, I got so sick of talking about it, and I actually find it quite hard talking about COVID now, because so many, everyone's had COVID nearly, and everyone's experienced it in so many different ways. And I find when I've watched people close to me get COVID now, and it's just not the same as it was at the start. Like the March 2020 COVID, I laughed that I like breathed in the COVID batch off the plane from Wuhan. That's how bad, how strong that first batch was. I had the Omicron one in Christmas, and it just wasn't the same illness. It was completely different in so many ways. So I found out that when the issue I was having was, which was part of the long COVID. So if you guys are wondering whether you have long COVID, I get so many questions like this, and this. Is this long COVID? So hopefully this will help you differentiate just having an illness and being tired afterwards and still feeling the effects of an illness, and differentiating it from long COVID, because the doctor actually said to me it's 2 different illnesses, COVID and long COVID. And it's not a combination of how bad you got it, it's just genetically whatever. So when I went into hospital, like a few weeks, or I think it was a month after I had COVID, and I was like, it was like, I could see why the doctors thought I was having a panic attack, but I'm not a panicky person. Like, I was not panicking, and I was like, it was like I couldn't breathe. I was like, if I described the feeling, it was like air was trying to like go through a tiny pinprick, and I was like, my broccoli sore, like the end of the alveoli. I call it the broccoli because that's what it looks like in GCSE biology, like on the lungs. And actually, a test later, we found out that when I breathed in the oxygen, I couldn't change it. The exchange wasn't happening well, so I was breathing it in fine. But we cross it over, and I really should have listened in biology. The thing you breathe out, I won't call it C2, but whatever you breathe out, I wasn't exchanging it. So that was why I was like, that's why it was appearing like a panic attack, but it wasn't. As well as this, I had the blood clotting, which they found out now was damaging nerves. So the minuscule blood clotting was I believe that this is obviously not a research paper, this is just me telling you, so go do your research, but this is what, in a nutshell, gathered. The tiny blood clotting was affecting the nerve cells, so things like the brain fog, my brain just was not sharp, like I was struggling so bad to like be as quick as I was, and it affected me in so many ways. Eating, I just didn't have the feeling of hunger, or I liked food, so everything for a year and a half tasted so bad. And I haven't really talked about this, but I had bladder problems. Like my brain was struggling with all the things I did naturally, was really struggling with. So like the thing that tells you need to go to a wee wasn't really working very well. And like at night I really struggled, like I always needed the toilet. I was in fight or flight mode. So that is what was happening. It was so debilitating that I couldn't even walk. I remember the day I couldn't even walk 100 meters down the road. I was scared to go out because I just felt like I just couldn't be a human. I couldn't walk. It was really weird. It was one of the weirdest times in my life. I was having heart thingies where my heart like just was not beating correct, like what's it called, like there's a word for it, it like misses a beat and then does this. It was just bad. But the thing I would say about COVID and feeling the after effects of being tired all the time, long COVID wasn't that. Long COVID, there was so many weird things with it. It was like weird. The cortisol levels were going crazy. So do you remember when I found that massive spider in my bed? I obviously was like, I had a shot of cortisol. I figured this all out way before the research came out. Me and my best mate had like a COVID WhatsApp where we joked about like, what's it called, figuring out COVID. And I was like, every time we figured out long before anything came out that it was something to do with your cortisol levels. Every time my cortisol levels got high, my long COVID would go crazy. It would make me ill again. Oh, it's making me like out of breath talking about it. So like I had to stay really, really calm, and like just, that's why I didn't really want to go out as well, because I just needed to stay calm. Nothing affects me. I didn't, like, honestly, I really didn't date boys or talk to boys the whole time because how much boys aggravate me. I like had this one episode where a guy really upset me, and the cortisol levels, you know when like you find something out and it like hits you, like the adrenaline rush, oh my god, that sent me into such a downward spiral of long COVID. I had rashes all over my body. Like, you had to keep your cortisol levels so level. It's so weird now talking about it. But yeah, it took me, for me, I don't know if any of you guys, the vaccine literally turned it off like a switch. Very, very strange. I didn't want the vaccine, didn't want COVID, but for me, I wish I was an anti-vaxxer who never had COVID, but for me the vaccine switched all the cognitive problems off, and like I just started being able to do everything again. Very strange. And still to this day you probably get people that are like, it's all in your head. Or you get those people with a cold and think, oh, I've got long COVID, and I just find it so hard to talk about because it was so extreme. It was really, really extreme. Like, I feel like I just didn't have a life for 2 years. It was really weird. And honestly, the person that I took on like into my business to help me out, because I knew that I was struggling with the brain fog and my brain wasn't being as wired as it should be, and they like helped me with all the invoicing and just took over half of my job for them to then steal the money, and now me have to pay even more money for lawyer fees to get out of it. It's just, honestly, but I'm still alive. So yeah, I hope that helped anyone that's going through it too. It was really shit, wasn't it? If you did, really, really shit. And I don't think unless you you have 100% gone through that same thing. You'll know whenever I talk about COVID, I don't think, I believe everyone went through such a hard time in the pandemic. Everyone was fighting their own battles, but that battle with the bad COVID, the bad long COVID, boy, fuck. And I thought I had all the symptoms except losing my hair, but actually after after COVID twice at the beginning of this year, at the end of last year, the hair started to come out. But now going forward, I'm continuing to I work out all the time. I don't really post about the workouts. I don't know why. But I work out all the time. I'm really trying hard to get in like a physically really strong shape. So yeah, on that note, let's go eat. I'm gonna go down. Sorry guys, I really rambled then. I probably will cut most of that. I think I need to go to therapy about it. Honestly. Sometimes when I turn this camera on and talk about it, it is my therapy. Just come to the restaurant downstairs. The food is so good. Ordered myself a rosé. The vibe here, it's a vibe. Canary Wharf is an actual vibe. We enjoy it. It's so good. Went for aubergine pasta. Cute little area. We went outside bit. Really nice. This is the outfit I travelled down in. Very basic, but I'll show you anyway. Levi's, Zara, castanet wedges, shades. I have zero makeup on, so do excuse the face, but yeah.